So in children, instead of screen, we encourage you to go out to play. So that exercise your limbs, that gives you vitamin D, which is natural from sunlight, but the lack of vitamin D is a real thing in our environment and in our society nowadays. Because vitamin D is a hormone which is very peculiar. It's produced mainly in the skin with exposure to the sun. But because of the lack of exposure, we are all working indoors and people using sunblock, we find that a lot of our people in Singapore, be it adults and the children, when you do the vitamin D assay, they're very deficient. And vitamin D is not just for bones, bone health is for immunity as well. So we find that when you lack vitamin D, you're also more prone to diseases like gastrointestinal diseases, respiratory diseases, and you have to enhance it. You can take it supplement because there's very little food that contains vitamin D. You have to go out to the sun to play, or you have to supplement it. So the main food that contains vitamin D are fatty fish, egg yolk, mushroom. Your supplements which is available. The other thing that's important is zinc. Zinc also improves your immunity, and zinc actually comes from seafood. Zinc comes from nuts and seeds, all right? So zinc is important. It helps in the white blood cell to produce antibodies. Deficiency in zinc, deficiency in vitamin D also cause increased risk of respiratory infection, especially the lung infection, and diarrhea and vomiting. The other vitamins, which I think most of you know, vitamin C will cut down respiratory infections. Vitamin A will reduce lead deficiency, will cause diarrhea. The B complex, which is important to be added in as if you're a vegetarian diet. Iron is also very important. Babies who are breastfed, remember to check iron when the baby is about 4 to 5 months, because iron is low in breast milk. And the iron store that's present in babies usually get deficient by 4 to 5 months until you start your iron fortified minerals or iron in the diet. So if this iron is low, it affects the cognition as well as infection. Risk goes up, so iron can be supplemented as well. Probiotic is something we add into your diet if you are not breastfeeding as well. Besides taking formula that's fortified with probiotic, some probiotic supplements advocated by pediatricians, and there are different type of brands in the market. To check with your pediatrician which is the best for you. Okay, so in order to be strong and healthy, you need to have a balanced diet in order to be healthy. And you're healthy, then you have the energy to go out to play, and you're able to eat well, your brain functions well. That's when you become smart as well. Okay, so it's a combination of all these aspects.